Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at this. This is a Sherlock action figure from the BBC TV series with Benedict Cumberbatch in it. I'm also going to try something a little bit different by having the flash on my camera there, just so we can possibly get a bit better lighting from the front, because at the moment I'm just using the spotlights up above and that only gives like down light, so you can't really see anything from the front. So anyway, this is the box. It's quite mucky from the back, just because I got this at a charity shop. So obviously whoever donated it didn't really take good care of it, because the back of the box is smashed. There we go. We just open the front doors and we can see the figure. Then we have freaking Sherlock and Watson. I have never actually seen any of the Sherlock series. I managed to get it on DVD, but I just haven't watched any of it yet, so apologies if I don't really know much about the character. But anyway, there's a look at the figure in the box. And we get some accessories, we get a phone, we get a violin, and we get a skull. For some reason. I don't know why we get the skull, but we do. So let's get this opened up. I will be throwing this box in the bin just because it is so damaged. So I'm not going to be about trying to preserve the box. What I'm about though is I do want to get this out of the box. There we go. I think that's that. Yeah, there we go. Here it is. Is there anything else in the box? Nope. Put the box there. Off to the side so it's not really on screen. There we go. So here he is. You can see it says he's 5 inches tall. So he's not the biggest figure, but he's nice and sizable. So we'll pop the accessories out first and have a look at them individually. This is the skull. Quite a nicely done skull, actually. It's just solid plastic. Yeah, it's just solid plastic, but it does have some nice detailing to it. So that's the skull. I will get the violin out. When I can peel the tape back, there we go. Okay, so here's the violin. Once again, just made of solid plastic, but very nicely done, very nicely detailed. There we go. So yeah, it's very nicely detailed. And then this is the, I don't know the proper term for it, but this is the stick that you use to play the violin. Now let's get the teeny tiny mobile phone out. This is the bit that's going to be very easily lost. So I shall be putting these away. Right, this is the teeny tiny phone. From the looks of the fact that the keyboard is all down there, I would say it's supposed to be a BlackBerry. One of those sorts of phones when they were all the craze when they came out, and now they're just pieces of garbage. So yeah, so that's the phone. Now to actually get Sherlock out. Just cut the little elastic band that's holding him in. Put that there. And here is Sherlock. It does, you can tell it's supposed to be Benedict Cumberbatch. Sort of. Let's just get autofocus back on. There we go. Yeah, you can tell it's supposed to be Benedict Cumberbatch. So the likeness is there. They've got done quite well. So the guy with big blue scarf and like a purpley shirt underneath. His long trench coat. I do love a good trench coat. And just black trousers down to his shoes. I was about to say boots, but no, they're just shoes. So yeah, the detailing on this figure is very nice. As for articulation, the head, he can look left and right. He can't really do up and down because of his scarf. His arms, can they go out? Does he have an in and out joint? He does have an in and out joint. But they can't really go out that too far. That's as far as the arms can go out. But he can do a full 360 with his arms. He also has a bicep swivel. He got a single jointed elbow that only goes to there. And are his hands on a swivel? His hands are on a swivel, but it doesn't really seem like they want to swivel. It seems like you're breaking the... Oh, no, there we go. His other hand does it better. There we go. You just had to sort of break the paint stickiness. Does he? He does have a little bit of a waist swivel, but... Actually, no, he has a full waist swivel. There we go. Can his legs go out? Yep. The coat is made of a soft bendy plastic, so it shouldn't really get in the way of the articulation that much. But yeah, his legs can go out. His legs can go forward that far and back. I've loosened the waist swivel a bit too much. They can't go back that far just because the coat does get in the way of that. He does have a thigh swivel. Single jointed knee with that much bend, so not that much knee bend. Are his feet jointed? And his feet aren't jointed, his feet are solid. But yeah, so that's that. His hands do look like they are made more for grabbing the violin rather than anything else. He obviously can't hold the skull. We should at least be able to hold his phone. There we go, can hold his phone. And he should be able to hold the violin. Can he at least pose as if he's playing the violin? Can we pose him to make it look like he's playing it? Not really, because the joints are all super stiff and awkward. Well, the joints aren't stiff, but doesn't really like holding on to things. So yeah, you can hold on to the violin and the stick. Come on, hold the stick. There. So he can hold on to the violin and stuff, but he just can't. You can't really pose him for him to be playing it. Oops. And he doesn't hold the violin that well. So yeah, so that was that. Oh, the scissors out the way. I didn't realise I still had them in shot. He can stand up very well. Yeah, he stands up pretty good. So let's bring the size comparison figure in, shall we? So once again, because we're trying to move house, I don't have all the figures, so I just have the World of Nintendo Fox McCloud figure. I think they're quite nicely scaled with each other. I don't know how tall Fox is supposed to be. But yeah, so that was that. Not really much else I can say about this figure. It is a pretty good figure. If you are a fan of Sherlock, I can definitely recommend getting this thing. And just if you want a decent action figure of Benedict Cumberbatch, even if you're not a fan of Sherlock, if you just want a good fan of a figure of Benedict, then once again I can say get this. So that was that. That was my review of the Sherlock figure from the BBC series. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!